Again, the purpose of reports is to add communication to the final customer. In this particular case, we're going to go back to the measurement screen, and rather than adding another trace, we're going to say we would like to add a photograph of what's going on at the site. In this particular case, the photograph, because I'm using a tablet with a camera, I can take a photo. I can choose from a photo I've previously taken on this, or I can record an individual trace, which might be useful if I've got multiple traces and I want to somehow share that one. Here I'm going to choose to take a photo. As the camera comes up, I'm going to zoom in on, basically in this case, because it's a training exercise, the Kalis device. The picture is taken. You can review it and you can choose to discard it and possibly look for a space with better lighting. Take a second photo. And then with this one, we can decide to save it. Again, the purpose is to communicate what you're testing. Had this been a test of an actual cable with a return loss issue, we may want to show something about that cable. If it had been a component, a diplexer, an amplifier, some sort of power combiner or splitter, we could take a picture of that to indicate what we saw. In this particular case, as an example, I'm going to save the actual test set itself into the report. When I return to the report, by going to the menu reports line, I see I now have an image, and this image is tagged with the same tag that I had when I was making the measurement. This allows us to both make a measurement and indicate by photographs exactly what's going on. This is quite powerful in a debugging process, and also if you need to communicate that there's been a failure of a component, you can indicate that by taking a photograph of the component, including its serial number, model number, so that the process of getting that component replaced can be had. Again, by selecting the icon, we get a larger view. Things that we get the tags, we get the location, and again, we can add a comment. We can say tested with IVA. There's a comment that might be meaningful in this particular case. I go back to the report, and I have additional options at this time.